Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Talking Picks in Week 6 edition. Last week I went 3-2 with my picks. Happy to see the Jets in the win column once again. It wasn't as smooth as I would like it to be, but nonetheless, at the end of the day, a win is a win. So I'll take it. 2-3 moving on into the season. Let's jump into Week 6 picks. First game we have is the Seattle Seahawks coming off their bye week, going to Cincinnati to take on the Bengals. Bengals may have figured out the Chase problem last week because he clearly was on another level, despite their opponent Cardinals, who hasn't been terrible. They're actually not bad, even though they're losing almost every game. But they actually can put up a good performance. So for the Bengals to go there when most of us thought that they were dead in the water, they definitely turned it around. It was close in the beginning for a little bit, but Burrow and Chase finally figured out what their issues are. And they started getting going, and I expect that more of the same, even though Seahawks coming off a bye. They had a monstrous performance on the defense side of the ball against the Giants before the bye week. Can they contain the high-flying Bengals offense? I don't see it. I think Geno Smith, after the coming off the bye week, will have a little bit of a setback. Give me the Bengals at home. Next game we got is the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars coming off a massive win against the Buffalo Bills in London. Definitely didn't see that one coming. They're going to be hosting a Colts team who are playing really well and above expectations. Anthony Richardson's going to be out for 4 weeks, but Gardner Minshew clearly showed he's a capable backup, and he has been playing extremely well. Michael Pittman Jr. and Downs, they're doing well on the receiving end. And Jonathan Taylor's back. Even though they didn't do much last week, it was Zach Mott's show. I expect JT to see the ball more. The Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence and Calvin Ridley, that connection's got to go faster. I know you see flashes here and there almost every game. Last week was a much better game, but that's got to get heated eventually. The Jaguars team is not terrible. They held Josh Allen in a really tight spot all game last week. So in a good game, give me the Jaguars to pull off at the end. Next game we got, let's see. We have a 4 o'clock game with the Detroit Lions. I think this is the first flex game of the season. I believe it was a 1 o'clock start previously. This is going to be the Lions going to Tampa Bay taking on the Buccaneers. Bucs coming off a bye. Baker Mayfield is 3-1. I cannot believe that's something that we all expected before the season, because I'm pretty sure we didn't. But Todd Bowles and that defense has been playing really well. In comes Jared Goff and that Lions offense, who has started running the ball better with David Montgomery, not Jamar Gibbs, to all those fantasy owners. But Jared Goff has been playing really well. He had 3 touchdowns, I believe, last week, and he ran 1 and 2 against the Panthers defense. This is going to be a much tougher week. Baker Mayfield and offense is going to be a challenge for Detroit defense to go against. In a very seesaw battle, I'm kicking the Buccaneers at home. Next game we got is, this is the game of the week. Philadelphia Eagles going to MetLife Stadium to take on my New York Jets. Now, the Jets are 2-3 and Philadelphia's undefeated. The Jets have never beaten the Eagles ever in the history of football. So, do I expect that to change this Sunday? Absolutely not. This is a mismatch, so no matter how you look at it. The Jets' offensive line lost AVT now. It's going to be hard for them to block that tremendous defensive line of the Eagles. Even though Jalen Carter didn't practice today, I still think he's going to play on Sunday. Fletcher Cox always there, Brandon Graham. The Eagles' secondary is suspect, to say the least. But do I expect Zach Wilson to air it out and go for 250-plus yards? I don't. If it happens, great. Jets defense is going to have their hands full. Hurts and that offense has been rolling all season long. Yeah, Eagles haven't looked perfect, but they will just to get the victory, and they're favored by a touchdown. I'll say they'll win by 10, giving the Eagles over the Jets. Next game we got is, let's see, we have the Monday night game where the Dallas Cowboys will go to LA to take on the Chargers. Now, last week, the 49ers showed clearly the Cowboys does not belong on the same level as the 49ers. 42-10, that was a beat down from start to finish. The Cowboys were never in the game. I think they lost the game in coin toss from what I saw. It's not going to be easy going against Justin Herbert and those boys, although they're coming off a bye. They are 2-2. The Chargers' worst enemy is Brandon Staley, so let's hope he doesn't get in the way of his team winning. Kellen Moore is going to be ready to call up a lot of plays that he never called as a Cowboys coordinator, so it's going to be interesting to see what he does with Herbert. I believe Eckler's back. That offense is going to be great. That defense, they got to, Dak will give them a ball a couple of times, we know it. But I also expect the Cowboys defense to bounce back after last Sunday night's beatdown. In a very close game, give me the Cowboys on the road. So there you have it. I have the Bengals at home, give me the Jaguars at home, and then Buccaneers at home, Eagles on the road, and Cowboys on the road. Let me know what you guys think of these picks. Give me the Buffalo Bills as my lock of the week because I'm playing the New York Giants, and for my upset, it's gonna be a tough one. Give me the Texans over the Saints. The Saints are favored by 1.5. I believe Texans and CJ Stroud might be able to pull it off. Sound an amazing season. Enjoy football this Sunday. Take care.